Hey there, welcome back to Minifig Monday. This one is going to be a match for last week's episode, I believe, which was Kate Bishop. This one is another MCU character. This is Hawkeye, of course, one of the original Avengers. And this one is probably my favorite version of Hawkeye. They've done quite a few. I believe there's like 5 or 6. This might be the 6th one. This is the newest minifig version of him at this point. Down the line, they're probably going to make a little more, but yeah, here he is. Here's a 360 degree of the Master Archer here. This one does have some really cool pieces. I'm a big fan of this one. I loved the Hawkeye show. It was just a fresh, different type of show. Had a great action, great drama, great comedy, and it was a solid show. It's definitely my favorite of the Marvel shows. WandaVision's probably my second favorite. I'd say Loki's up there, and the Guardian special was really cool, and I also really liked the Werewolf by Night special as well. That was solid. Yeah, I really had a great time with the show, and they gave a lot of depth to Hawkeye that they haven't done before. He's kind of been a supporting character. He's gotten some focus, but in the show, it's him and it's Kate. They both get a lot of focus and character development, which I really appreciated because he's been very underdeveloped, underutilized. So to see him get the focus was awesome. And here's the minifig of him. This is definitely the most accurate to like Jeremy Renner, the actor, and the character Clint Barton. I'll call him Clint for the rest of this. Just to why not? I think it's great. Starting off with his accessories, he does have quite a few. Well, actually, not quite a few. I'd say a modest amount. So he's got a new bow piece in black. That is new for him and for Kate. She has it in the brown. And it's a sweet bow. Actually, I do want to compare briefly. I do have the original Hawkeye minifig. Sadly, it's destroyed. But the one remaining part is the bow from the Avengers sets, the 2012 sets, which are just awesome still to this day. And the movie's awesome, of course. But here's the original bow piece. Let me see if I can give you a bit of a comparison. Mine's used, of course. It's old. It's a decade old, so, make with that what you will. But it's a really cool piece. I do think this new one is a bit better. It just has a better shape to it, and it's a much more accurate looking design. And it feels nice, looks nice, and has a great, style to it, I think. And it matches him really well. And same with Kate. They matches their bow designs really well. He does have another accessory, which is a baby owl. You may be wondering, why is there an owl with a Hawkeye figure? Well, it's a little bit of a spoiler. I'm just gonna say in the season 1 finale, the owl plays a big part, and it's darkly funny. If you know, you know. But this owl is great. It reminds me of Hedwig, which is not a bad thing. And this is new for this figure. It's very adorable, very, very cute little piece. I love that piece. It's very, very cool and a nice reference. Otherwise, of course, like Kate, he does have the quiver piece on the back and a semi-new hair piece. I thought it was brand new, but it's actually from Lego Friends, funny enough. And yeah, the detail is pretty solid for this one. Bishop is a lot more detailed, you can see, which I think is fine because people are complaining that Hawkeye, this figure, is not very detailed. Well, have you seen the show? The outfit that he wears is not that detailed, so, maybe do some research next time, because, his outfit is not that flashy compared to Kate's, which is, so, it matches that. I'm thinking about switching out the legs. They're just plain black. It's a little bit plain. I would have liked for some printing to be there. I understand, it's not that needed, but it would have been nice to have some printing. I might switch out his legs for the original Hawkeye legs in the future, but, I just wanted to give you a look at that. Unfortunately, I can't show the whole figure because it's destroyed, but, it is there. And yeah, the printing is great. I like the detail on the chest. He's got the chevron with the strap for the quiver. It's kind of minimalist, but that again, it matches his look. He does have some great detail on the arms, which actually are dual molded. So they've got purple or lavender on the lower arm and then black on the upper arm. It's a little hard to see because there's printing on top of that, but it's really well done, and I think it adds a nice touch to it. I do think if that wasn't there, it probably would have been lame, but I'm glad that it is. There is printing on the back. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but the quiver piece is cool. This is not new. This is like from the 90s, 80s. I do not know exactly the time period, but it's an old piece. It's been around for a long time, and it works very well for Hawkeye. He's got the two arrows. It's a really nice piece. I am glad to have more of it, for sure. And you can see a little bit of the peak of the alternate face, and you can see a little bit of the printing on the back. We'll get to that. I think the coolest part of this figure is probably, it's either the bow or the hair. We'll talk about the hair first. The hair is cool. It's from Lego Friends. I think it's from like Ollie or something. I don't know. I don't follow that theme, but it's a really cool hair piece. This is the first time that this is like a hair that's exactly accurate to Jeremy Renner's like actual hair in minifig form. So this is really cool. You could use this face or this head and this hair for like other Hawkeyes. If you have like Avengers Age of Ultron sets or something, you could switch it out with this hair and head, and it would look really nice. I'm guessing. You don't have to use it just for the Hawkeye series version, but yeah, the hair is awesome. I love the spikes. It's very, very, very cool looking and very accurate, and it's a sweet piece. I like the faces. This one also is nice because it's like battle damaged. He's fighting the tracksuits, I'm guessing. And Kate also has this face, this like style, where they both got bandages and scars and cuts because they're just normal folks, you know. They don't have powers, so they get beat up, which is great. And this is exactly Jeremy Renner. It's so good. It looks exactly like him. And the alternate face is great as well with that rare smirk from Clint. You see it sometimes. It is there. He does smirk. And it looks great. I'll frame that up with the hair so you can see that. I do want to show you the back printing. I'm going to have to take his head off just for one brief moment. Just so you can see, there's more detail to see. It's actually kind of funny. They print this stuff and it's like for Mandalorian, for Boba Fett, for a lot of these characters, they put detail on the back. You're never going to see it. So, you know what? It's great. Anyway, there's the printing of the quiver. You can see just the detail of the back of the suit. It's very cool. If Lego ever makes another series based on the MCU, if they make a Ronin figure, I will 100% be buying that. Based on Hawkeye's other alias from Endgame, that could be really awesome. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I think that'd be really cool if they did. Pairing him together with Kate is great. I mean, I just love their dynamic. Haley Steinfeld and Jeremy Renner, they just have a very electric chemistry. You can tell if you've seen the show, you know that they work really well off each other. And I'm very happy to have the new Hawkeye figure. I think it's a great figure, even though it's not as detailed as the other ones in the series, like Mr. Knight as well. He's kind of lacking too, but they put enough work into it that it looks pretty awesome, pretty spot on to the character, honestly. And I'm really glad to have him for sure. But let me know what you think of Hawkeye. Do you like the show? Do you not? Do you prefer Age of Ultron or the first Avengers or even Endgame or Infinity War? Let me know what you think. Do you like the Ronin character as well? What are your thoughts on that? And what do you think of this Hawkeye figure? Do you think it's one of the weaker ones, or do you like the design like me? And do you prefer Kate over him? And where do you think his character should go next? I am very curious to see what they're going to do. Because I like Hawkeye, and I think with the show, they gave him so much focus, which was so much was very appreciated, you know? he was finally put in the spotlight, so that was great. And yeah, big fan of that show. Big fan of this figure. But let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Thank you also for voting for this figure as well on the poll. Appreciate it. And stick around for more, which will be very soon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next Minifig Monday. Take care, and I'll see you soon.